The conflict between Palestine and Israel is one of the most enduring and complex disputes in modern history. Rooted in historical, political, religious, and territorial factors, this conflict has defied resolution for decades. In this analysis, we will delve into the key reasons behind the animosity and strife between these two entities. Historical background: the history of this conflict dates back to the late 19th and early 20th centuries when both Jewish and Arab nationalist movements emerged. The Balfour Declaration of 1917, which promised British support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine, exacerbated tensions between the Jewish immigrants and the Arab residents. Territorial disputes: both Israelis and Palestinians lay claim to the same land, which has led to a protracted battle over territory, borders, and control of Jerusalem. The expansion of Israeli settlements in the West Bank and East Jerusalem remains a contentious issue, as it encroaches on land that Palestinians view as part of their future state. Religious significance: Jerusalem holds immense religious significance for Jews, Muslims, and Christians alike. Control over religious sites, such as the Temple Mount and the Western Wall, adds a layer of complexity to the conflict. Competing religious narratives and historical interpretations contribute to the deep-rooted tensions. Refugees and right of return: the displacement of Palestinian refugees during the 1948 Arab-Israeli War and their descendants' demand for the right of return to their ancestral homes continue to be a central issue. Israel's stance on not allowing the return of these refugees and their descendants has fueled Palestinian grievances. Political polarization: the absence of a peace agreement has led to political fragmentation within both Palestine and Israel. The presence of multiple political factions, such as Fatah and Hamas in Palestine, and differing political ideologies within Israel, hinders the peace process. International involvement: the involvement of regional and global powers, such as the United States, the United Nations, and neighboring countries, has influenced the dynamics of the conflict. Foreign policies and interests often impact the prospects for peace negotiations. Socioeconomic factors: economic disparities, unequal access to resources, and social inequalities contribute to grievances on both sides. High unemployment rates, poverty, and limited access to basic services exacerbate tensions. The conflict between Palestine and Israel is characterized by a web of interrelated issues, each deeply entrenched in history, politics, religion, and territory. Resolving this long-standing conflict requires a multifaceted approach, addressing the core concerns of both parties while fostering international cooperation and diplomacy. Achieving lasting peace remains a formidable challenge, but it is essential for the stability and prosperity of the region and the well-being of the people affected.